dude is crazy.
Every day, there's a risk of crossing an angry driver. Someone on the verge of losing it.
I feel like I was gonna die on the interstate.
And as you're about to see, this is road rage out of control. Newport News, Virginia. Tashana Banks is rushing to work when she accidentally cuts another driver off.
He sped right past me, and then he slammed on his brake. And I had to slam on my brake. Bitch! He did it about 3 to 4 times.
Tashana instinctively records on her phone as the man gets dangerously close.
He was literally a hair away. That's when I jumped over into the next lane. If he would have hit me, I would have been like a ping pong ball. I drove off as quick as possible.
For a moment, she thinks she's outrun the raging man, but he catches up to her.
He was trying to run me off the road, getting closer and closer.
What happens next is petrifying.
Oh, fuck no. As soon as I seen that gun pointed at me, I literally dropped my phone. I was just in shock. I knew I had to hit the pedal and go as fast as possible. He was really trying to get a target. I honestly feel like I was gonna die on the interstate.
In a panic, Tashana floors it as she tries to dial 911. And then she spots a police car on the side of the road.
I was so grateful. I literally just slammed on my brakes so hard, hopped out of my car, bawled out crying. I told him exactly what's going on.
The raging driver disappears, but even though he's hiding behind sunglasses, his face is caught clearly in Tashana's video.
I knew I had to put it on some type of social media.
Newport News, Virginia, and the surrounding areas. I would love if one of you could let me know, who is he?
Local news stations pick up the story.
Shocking new footage shows how a simple traffic dispute turned into a threat of violence.
The woman who stared down the barrel of a gun on the interstate is speaking out.
And by that evening, the gun-waving rager is identified as 58-year-old Eugene Trujillo. He's arrested on charges that include brandishing a firearm, reckless driving, assault, and reckless handling of a firearm. It turns out, he aimed his gun at another driver less than an hour after threatening Tashana, making her even more relieved that she escaped safely.
Oh, fuck no. I feel like if I didn't have my phone pointed at him, I feel like he would have had a clean shot at me. It was very traumatizing. I still couldn't believe it happened to me.
Queens, New York, 70th Street. Adel Ahmed and his father, Mohi, are driving to pick up dinner for their family after fasting all day for the Muslim holiday, Ramadan.
My little brother, he wanted a very specific food that he liked to eat. There's one restaurant near our house that sold it.
As they pull out of the restaurant parking lot, their day takes an unwelcome turn.
It was literally like 1 second I see nothing, the next second all of a sudden I hear a loud crash and bang.
Adele has crashed into this gray car. It's a minor accident, but the other driver is furious.
It was basically expletive laden. There was nothing more than just him saying, yo, what the F?
Adele and his father tell him they'll take full responsibility for the fender bender, but the irate man demands immediate payment for damages.
Let's go, Dad! Dad!
He was approaching us and we were just kind of backing up. We said we called the police and he basically was like, give me $1,000 now.
So give me some fucking money, Dad!
He wasn't having it. He even said, we have the bank right there, we can get it for you.
I'm not paying for the job.
It looked like he was possessed. He had like the body language of, he's ready to fight. He wanted to fight.
As things become increasingly tense, the man's girlfriend tries to reason with him.
He saw we weren't much bigger than him, and it was apparent to him that we didn't really have any ways of self-defense. Reality is that I wasn't posing a threat to him. I apologized. I said I didn't see you. You know, what else do you want me to do?
Then things get scary.
So give me some fucking money on the fucking loan.
Terrified, Adele's 55-year-old father, Mohi, steps in front of his son.
My father was trying to prevent him from coming to me.
But now, Mohi has put himself in the line of danger. Mohi is unconscious, and this is far from over.
It's like lights out.
The man knocks 55-year-old Mohi out cold. Then manages to land a left hook on Adele as he scrambles for safety.
I was fasting at that time, so we didn't really have much energy to fight back. So you can imagine I had no idea what to do. And at that moment, I was punched twice on my temple. Later, I come to find out like those were supposed to be knockout punches, but somehow I didn't get knocked out.
As Mohi lays unconscious, the callous rager takes his wallet right out of his pocket, then speeds off with his girlfriend. Seeing his dad laying there, Adele fears the worst.
He was completely unresponsive, his hands, his legs. It was quite literally dead weight. I was calling him saying, wake up. I'm trying to shake him.
Frightened bystanders call 911 as Adele huddles over his father. 5 excruciating minutes go by.
Those 5 minutes felt like hours. I was shaking violently and I was crying.
When police and an ambulance arrive, Mohi miraculously opens his eyes. It's only then that Adele learns the entire ordeal has been caught on camera.
I didn't notice that someone was recording until the cops came, and then one of the neighbors said, yeah, I recorded it.
Police release the footage to the public, but they also learn the man is already wanted for a felony, unauthorized use of a vehicle.
I couldn't sleep for like a couple of days.
The man is identified as 27-year-old Giovanni Payton, and less than a week later, police track him down and arrest him on charges that include assault and robbery. Ultimately, he's sentenced to 2 years in prison.
That incident definitely changed something in me. I'm gonna admit it's not necessarily in a good way. You know how there's fight or flight? I definitely have more of a fight instinct now. You know, I've been in martial arts from that time because the most humiliating thing from that event is just not being able to defend your family members who rely on you.
When kids are involved in road rage, it becomes even more terrifying. Houston, Texas, West Park Tollway. A Tesla's cameras catch a truck swerving wildly behind it, and then abruptly cutting the driver off. And that's when things take a violent turn. The raging driver pulls out a gun and begins firing. Incredibly, no one is hurt. When the shooter is arrested, cops learn he had his 5-year-old son in the truck with him the whole time. Identified as 32-year-old James Young, he's charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and is awaiting trial. Washington, D.C., Eastern Avenue near the Maryland border. A mom who has her 5 and 11-year-old kids in the car accidentally cuts off another driver. And he retaliates with a gun. One of the bullets hits the mom, but she miraculously survives. One of her kids is cut by shards of broken glass, but they're both also okay. The driver flees in his luxury car. Kenneth Miles Davis Jr. is later arrested in Costa Rica and charged with assault with a dangerous weapon. Silverado Canyon, California, El Toro Road. A Father's Day outing turns into a nightmare when a dad honks at these bikers for cutting him off.
You guys did not see us coming, all right? No, fuck you! Fucking ass, guys! Our kid is in here.
This is scary. The driver and his girlfriend have their 6-year-old daughter in the car.
You realize I can't move with your body in the way, right?
Out of camera view, the dad and one of the male bikers go at it.
This is the weird part, because you cut me off.
No, we didn't cut
and then
you off,
actually. You kept brake checking me.
Frustrated, the dad warns the raging bikers that everything is being recorded.
See this, right? I got you on video. You realize I'm trying to pull over. You realize...
The arguing goes on for 4 tense minutes until other bikers pull this woman out of the way. Finally free, the couple and their scared child hightail it out of there. The dad tells reporters the ordeal terrified his little girl.
It really scared the heck out of my daughter. I thought I was going to be pulled out of my car against my will. You just don't know what's about to happen.
Cedar Glen, California, Hook Creek Road and Coulter Drive. A construction crew is stunned when road rage plays out right in front of them.
Ooh!
I ran the car. He's being irate.
Another driver's dash cam rolls as the driver of the white car repeatedly rams the red truck.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Inside the white car with the raging driver are his wife and young children, but that doesn't stop him from doing something horrifying.
What?
The driver actually runs over 2 men, then just speeds off.
You guys okay?
No, he's not.
He's bleeding all over the place.
One victim is dragged right under the car.
Tammy, Ricky just got run over in a white car.
The victims, who turn out to be father and son, are treated at a local hospital, but amazingly, are not seriously hurt. Police track the angry dad down, and he faces harsh charges.
Robert Crane is now in jail at the West Valley Detention Center on charges of attempted murder and child endangerment.
Albuquerque, New Mexico, Comanche Road. This frightening scene unfolds in broad daylight in a suburban neighborhood. It begins when this dad, who has 2 young children in the back seat, accuses another driver of endangering them.
Threatening my kid?
James Hofert, who is not a police officer, is so angry he turns on sirens and lights to chase after the truck. Both drivers slam into each other, and Hofert dials 911.
Okay, you're in the car. He's gonna hit me. He just ran me. He just ran me.
even as his terrified kids wail in the back seat. Hofert refuses to give up his chase. What happens next is horrifying. He reaches for his gun.
I'm about to blast this guy in his face. I have 2 kids in my car, and he's causing a lot of.
The pickup speeds off, and when police show up, Hofert is arrested.
Everybody okay? You're still got bleeding. Have a seat over here, bud. Are you 2 children in a car, right? Have a seat. 2-year-old in a car. Have a seat right here. Have a seat. Sit down. They keep dash cams on there, videotape everything on here.
Just have a seat. Just relax, okay? Do you have any injury to your body at all? Do you have any injury to your body at all?
I don't know. I might have hit my head.
Let's take this off here, okay? Just relax. Oh, yeah, stuck on there. Okay, I got it.
A scary car chase turns almost deadly in New Mexico.
He faces several charges, but a judge ruled that he will not be sentenced if he stays out of trouble for 3 years. The other driver is charged with aggravated DUI and careless driving, but ultimately, those charges are dropped. All of these incidents are a disturbing reminder that road rage can have devastating consequences, especially when children are involved.
Holy shit.
Vina Del Mar, Chile. On their last night together, a foreign film crew is enjoying a scenic drive on the way to dinner.
I am a camera videographer for the Water Ski Broadcasting Company. I was roughly in Chile about 2 weeks. There's 5 of us that went down there.
18-year-old Connor Pauley is filming from the back seat. That's when he notices a couple of aggressive drivers.
I gave the driver a heads up. Watch out for these guys, I'm not sure what's going on. We let the gray car go in front of us. The red car speeds around, slams on the brakes.
What the? Whoa, hello.
And that's when they collide.
They aren't sure what caused it, but this dispute is about to turn into violent road rage.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Several passengers join the fight, and the driver in the gray car pulls out a weapon.
What's that, a hammer?
Looks plastic. I don't think it's plastic.
Holy shit.
This has become downright dangerous.
I was very nervous recording this incident. I was hiding behind my driver, just barely peeking out the camera behind the driver's headrest. Just enough where we could capture the angle, but nothing where if they look back and saw I was on recording, it turns into a bunch of tourists now getting into a road rage incident. So us being foreigners, recording them, a lot of people weren't happy that I even recorded it. A lot of my friends that live in Chile, they weren't happy that I posted it, but I feel like it's something that everybody needs to see. It's not to deter anybody from going to Chile. I love Chile, spent a lot of time there, and it's one of my most favorite countries in the world. But this definitely was an eye-opening experience saying, yeah, you need to be careful. We're about 10 feet away, and they've already smashed through one windshield. That's when the gray car driver goes back to his car to go get a pipe.
It's nuts.
He fixes his shoe. He starts to take off his jacket.
I recorded everything, dude.
And more people keep stepping out of the car to join in.
There was a whole army in 2 cars that people just keep getting out of like clown cars. You don't have to be able to speak a language to understand when people are aggravated.
It's not quite finished yet. Look at him.
Yeah. We don't know what's coming next. Could be knives, could be guns.
Worried, Connor and his crew attempt to pull away.
As we get closer, we notice that the windshield is completely caved in.
Well, the wind snapped the windshield. God damn.
But we were stuck in because we couldn't get around them.
Oh, she's getting after it too.
Basically turned into a mosh pit in the middle of the street. They actually didn't go back to their car to pull out insurance cards. They went back into the car to go get a knife.
Jesus. A fucking knife.
They were inches from us, less than a foot, bumping into our car.
At that moment, Connor realizes just how vulnerable they are.
We actually had the windows down. They were right next to our car, swinging knives at each other.
Luckily, they see a path to get away. The ordeal leaves Connor rattled.
I didn't leave my Airbnb for 2 days, and me having to make the phone calls to my mom and dad saying, yeah, everything's fine, just to protect their emotions with their son, 18 years old at the time, being alone in South America. Nothing about that was enjoyable. It was on all the news channels the next morning.
Con el pasar de los minutos.
Maniobra en las calles de Viña del Mar.
Persona policial concurre.
Police arrest 6 people involved in the fight, and Connor is relieved that he and his crew stopped short of trying to intervene.
There was no way that we were going to risk our own lives to save a bunch of hooligans that decided to break out and rage in the middle of the road.